I can just picture it. The Israelites, stock still and silent, watched in suspense as the old man raised his rod over the obstructing sea. An easterly wind suddenly gushed from heaven, tugging at the beards and the cloaks of the multitude. They watched slack-jawed as the downdraft intensified, hit the water, and slowly plowed through the sea. The waves rose in foam and fury, forming walls that became an avenue for them and later an ambush for their enemies. It was the Old Testament's most dramatic object lesson, one of God's greatest miracles, and it's a simple lesson. Trust God to deliver in His own unique way. That's His specialty. 2 Timothy says, "The Lord will deliver us from every evil work, and He will preserve me for His heavenly kingdom. To Him be the glory forever." Does He still do this? Does He deliver from financial woes, marital problems, emotional confusion, disease? Yes, absolutely. But we must have God's perspective on deliverance. He doesn't always view things the way we do. The Lord cautions us in Isaiah 55, verse 8, "My thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are my ways your ways." We must view God's deliverance not by emotional reflex or human standards or even common sense, but by biblical truth. God will deliver His children from every evil work, from every peril and problem, from tribulation, even from death itself. But there are no cookie cutters in heaven. God doesn't have standardized, same-size-fits-all solutions to our various problems. He designs a unique, tailor-made deliverance to every trial and trouble. Here's an example. Kristen Claypool of Detroit was on a mission trip to Cuba. Wanting to smuggle Spanish Bibles to a community of Christians there, Kristen wrote several layers of clothing to conserve space in her suitcase for the contraband. But her odd appearance drew the attention of security agents at every airport. So Kristen had to open her suitcase at her departure city and then again in the Bahamas. Arriving in Cuba, she was alarmed to learn that she'd be singled out and ordered to open her suitcase there. But the zipper wouldn't budge. She could only open the suitcase about 2 inches. She fought with it until the guard took over the struggle, but despite prolonged effort, that zipper wouldn't unzip, it wouldn't budge. Kristen was perplexed. It was a new suitcase. It had been opened several times before. In exasperation, the guard finally shoved it toward her and told her to go on. Arriving at her hotel, Kristen looked for a knife to cut open her luggage, but when she gave the zipper a tug, it opened easily. The Bibles were distributed as intended. God can jam zippers and carve pathways into the sea whenever He wishes or He wants to. His arm is not too short to save, nor His ear too dull to hear. As Cameron Thompson said in his book about prayer, we have a God who begins with the impossible and goes on from there.